Okay, this is the north side of the structure. So, and this is Tennessee in common. This is the neighbor's house. But that's your electric meter and your gas meter are over there. I say yours. I'm speaking to the potential buyer of this home, my client. The front porch faces east. Certainly does. Faces east out into a parkway here. The tree shouldn't be closer than 25 feet to the structure. The water hoses, the lawn sprinkler drip lines, it's okay for them to be exposed like that. It's not the most attractive way to do it, I suppose, but it's acceptable as long as, see these staples? They're supposed to be every 12 inches. Now, it's probably 12 inches, but that doesn't look like it's 12 inches. No, it doesn't look like it's 12 inches at all. This is probably Tennessee in common, I'm not sure. But these rails, they're a little lower than 38 inches. I'm going to come back and measure them, but they seem to me to be lower than 38 inches. They're also not supposed to have open ends, because you can catch your clothes and spin out and fall out. And also, they're supposed to have balusters or spindles every 4 inches so that children can't spill out over here. That's what they're supposed to be. I didn't make those rules up. These retaining walls seem to be performing very well. Of course, the structure is 5 years old. That's the north side again. And this is it. Nice creek view. Coming along. You see this rain gutter right here? It spills right directly onto the roof covering. It's not supposed to do that. And then the rain gutter right here. See how it butts up nice and tight against the wall? It's not supposed to do that either. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be about an inch difference right there. About an inch gap between the rain gutter and the wall. It is. Wood mulch, just like the other side. And some of our rain gutters terminate below grade, and some of them are above grade. And then this one right here. Now this one's a little different. It terminates right next to the house. Well, it's supposed to be about an inch gap. Maybe you got one there. But you're supposed to have kick-out flashing right there. I know that's not a lot, but you're still supposed to have kick-out flashing right there. And coming on along, rain gutter's too close. That's kick-out flashing. That flashing right there. And just like the other side, we kind of expect that. But the rain gutter discharges directly onto the roof covering. That'll cause the shingles in that area to, wear out sooner. These are called weep holes. Over the metal part, it's called a lintel. And we're supposed to have weep holes over our lintel. We're supposed to have weep holes around the perimeter, which I'm not seeing any. Huh. I know that we've got some for the brick. See the brick right there. But I am not seeing any weep holes. Now, they're not required over the arched windows, okay, because there's not a lintel up there. But I'm not seeing them. Stop. No weep holes around the masonry at the front of the structure. Huh. Now, this is a pretty good example. These windows are nice and good, about 5 years old. Double pane vinyl frame, I get that. These are called weeps, just like the weeps over the window. Okay? Because this window is designed to shed water faster than it accepts it. Home ownership 101. All roofs leak, all walls leak, all windows leak. We design them to shed water faster than they accept it. And that little gizmo right inside of there, okay, that's a weir. It's a weep weir. We're missing our weir over here. Now, those are very inexpensive. A lot of home inspectors don't even call them people's attention. But I was in a vacant house on a windy March day one time, and the house started playing like a flute. I go like, what's making all that noise? And it took me a little while to figure it out, but I figured if the wind is just right, it can blow through there and make some noise. Other than that, it's just in the way, it gets clogged up. Just to keep water from bugs and trash. It's supposed to keep the weir open, the weep open. The weir is supposed to keep the weep open. We got a little bit of erosion right here on this corner. And we see that board right there is a freeze board. And we can see that it's moved apart just a little bit. That's natural movement. You know, I just would be surprised if I didn't see that someplace. So, I'm not through looking. The jury's not out. But that's not usually a concern. This is usually a concern. This form board should have been taken out. That's conducive to wood-destroying insects, termites. So that form board, and then we've got some erosion here. Why do we have erosion here? We've got a rain gutter. It looks like the downspout's been worked on. Looks like they put a new extension on that. It looks like a recent development. Lawn sprinkler heads. Here's another one that could have done it. Lawn sprinkler heads are not supposed to be closer to the structure than 12 inches. Not supposed to be closer to this than 12 inches. And we've got faucets out here, and they've been winterizing them. Well, come on. Show me some water. There we go. We got water. We've got continuous soffit vents. Continuous soffit vents and weep holes now. Now we've got the weep holes we were looking for. Condensing unit could be a little more level. This is your side, Tennessee and Common. Now, I don't do surveys. That's outside of my wheelhouse. Alright? But, you know, what I hear many times is that you own up to 6 inches, and that'd be the other side that your neighbor has, but you've got about 6 inches of that wall. Now, right here we can see our swale and how it's all coming down, but because the neighbors built up their yard like that with the gravel, and that's nice, that's attractive, but now the water doesn't have anywhere to go, so we've got moss that's growing all along here because the water's backing up along the way. Our patio. This would be the south side patio. This is the air vent, fresh air vent for the fireplace. You can see right there, the hood's a little broken right there. We'll just do that. We can talk about that. The fireplace, fresh air, induction vent, hood is broken. Now we've got a gas appliance out here. We've got a grill. Grills are beyond the scope of what I do, for outdoor use only. Open lid before opening. Okay, I guess we'll do that. Set it on high. Open lid. Push and turn left to the high position. Alright, we're in the high position. Push and turn the igniter several times. Push and turn. I am. I'm just following the instructions. Our igniter's not working. Once lit, we don't have to worry about that. Got a yellow jacket starting to home in here, so be careful. I didn't really come to inspect this, but I didn't come to inspect it, but I didn't come over to inspect it. What I was going to point out is these are your continuous soffit vents. That's the air intake into the attic. Now you're over here grilling fish. Air intake into the attic. Barbecue. Air intake into the attic. This little hose right here, this little pipe that comes out in front of this window. It's supposed to come out in front of the window. It's your secondary drain line for your air conditioning system. Okay, the secondary drain line. That means the primary drain line is clogged up. So if water's coming out of that and you see it through the window, hello, well then you know that you've got a problem and you call the HVAC person. So far I haven't seen any cracks in the mortar. This little spot right here, this little crack right here, that's called a control joint. Some people call them expansion joints. Call them what you will. But that's there because we know the wall. You've got this much wall. We know it's going to move, just like the lines in the street. So these control the movement. That's inevitable. That's inevitable. So every once in a while, you want to go around your structure and look at your control joints, any of them that you can find, and make sure that because the sealant will dry up, pull away. We're missing a couple weep weirs. This is probably, I haven't been inside yet, but just judging by this is probably the main bedroom and main suite with the main bedroom suite bathroom. That's what we call them now. Rain gutter above grade. That erosion looks kind of like that erosion down there. It's kind of like that erosion down there, huh? Good to know. Good to know. Moving on along, to me, this is the front of the house. It's the back of the house. But we're going to talk about plumbing in a little bit. A different one. Tree is too close. Just moving on along. Rain gutters above grade. Weep holes, weep holes, weep holes. Metal. Overhead car entry door. See these circles? Alright. This is a post-tension slab foundation. Now they make several different types of post-tension slabs. So I don't know which type this is. They're all good. They're all good. Some of them have piers beneath them, others don't. But they, that's all good, and I haven't found any that were not sealed. I just thought I'd give, that's what's called a clue. If you're driving, coming home and you're unloading your groceries, and it's a lazy afternoon, and we just kind of get to looking at that. That's what it is. Those are the tension ends for the post-tension slab. Fixtures have been sealed. Now I'm going to kind of peek in here. I'm going to start another video. I was going to start a plumbing video, but I'm just going to kind of peek in here. This is the electric. This is your electric meter. It's on the north side of your home. North side of your garage. It's on the exterior. It's sealed like it should be. We got some dog dookie yak here. I might need to limit my time. These are the drains for your water heater. The one closest to us, that's the temperature. That's the pressure relief valve, and the one farthest from us is a safety pan. This is your gas meter right here, and that's the pot. It's above the ground.